Hello everyone, this is Manav, and in this video we are gonna discuss a topic. That topic relates with the previous videos, previous two videos that I have made on distance and displacement. And after that, another video, yesterday's video was my own average velocity and average speed. So what today's topic is also a little related to this chapter. This is a chapter of physics, I think of class 9. Motion. All those things are covered in this chapter. This is our third video. And I think my next video will be the last video on this topic. Because in this video we are gonna cover the speed graph, acceleration, and we are also discuss some formulas on the acceleration and how to find the speed with the help of pictorial graph and that slope graph. And I also gonna tell you about what do you mean by slopes and how to find all these things, coordinates. It is little connected with the topic of, I think, what is that topic? Mathematics. That is of mathematics. It is introduction to graphs of 8th class, second last topic, 15th chapter of NCERT. Yes, I know. And in that chapter there you will find coordinates. What are coordinates? So with the help of those coordinates you can easily master the topic of graphs, speed graph. You can easily find the speed. Yes. So let's begin with the basic of acceleration. First, I think we should again start with our first video topic, that is distance and displacement. Second is our average speed and average velocity. I'm not gonna tell you that average speed and average velocity because that topic does not mainly take any. There is no any connection with that topic, with the today's topic, acceleration. Velocity and speed are the two topics that we'll have to learn, and those topics are a little useful for us to understand the topic of acceleration. So, first let's begin with this topic. First, we are gonna, I'll tell you about the path, then velocity, and the speed and velocity I'll cover. So first thing, we must know in this chapter what is the difference between a scalar quantity and a vector quantity. This is the too much basic concept that you must have to make in your mind and learn, or we can say try to understand what is the concept here. So scalar quantity. What do you mean by scalar quantity? So scalar quantity means the quantity that only tells us about our, I'm not getting that word, magnitude. What? Magnitude. Magnitude, it only tells us about magnitude, mean only number. Speed is a scalar quantity. How? It only tells about the speed, 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer. How they are 10 and 5 are what? Magnitude numbers. This. After this topic, vector quantity. Vector. Vector quantity is the quantity that also tells us about magnitude and also about direction. What does it tell us about? It's also tell us about direction. Now let's move on to distance and displacement. This is my house. This is your house. There can be many of the ways to go from my house to your house or from your house to my house. There can be many of the ways. The total path that you are covering in the process of motion, is known as distance. This. No. Total path that you're covering to go from my house to your house or from your house to my house is known as distance. But humanity only tries to take out the shortest way, shortcut. In short, we can say shortcut. What is shortcut? Shortcut. No, there is any shortest way to go. So please mark my voice. Please mark my voice. The shortest way to go from one reference point to another reference point is always a straight line. What is it? It is always a straight line. Always, in each and every case. And I'm saying this because this is already written in your NCERT, and physics can never ever be wrong. So the shortest distance between 2 points is always a straight line, and the shortest distance, that straight line, is known as displacement. Displacement. When my distance and displacement, when my distance is also a straight line, so my distance is equal to s. S means it is the initial point or the symbol that denotes displacement. What is denote? It denotes displacement. Yes. So displacement and distance, I think both of the terms are fully clear with you. Now, let's move on to speed and displacement. Displacement, velocity. Speed, what do you mean by speed? Speed is the rate of distance that you're covering in per unit time. If you are covering 5 kilometers here, in total the time is your let's suppose 5 kilometers, 1 hour, 60 minutes. It will be divided by the distance. It will be divided by the distance. The total distance or the per unit. If this is whole your distance, but if you want to find out the speed of this, from this to this, at that time, what thing will you prefer? You will use the time that you have taken to cover this distance and the distance that you are covered from this reference point to this. Divide it, find out. Speed is a scalar quantity as it only tells us about the magnitude, whereas velocity is a vector quantity. How? Velocity also tells us in which direction I am going. Mean this point. I am going with the speed of 10 kilometers to north. So that is velocity. What is that? It is velocity. 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 Not velocity. Velocity. Our velocity is a vector quantity, and I think this is fully clear. I have already told you what is. Simple. The formula is displacement divided by time. Rate of change or rate of displacement covered in per unit time. Now another step. Our today's topic. What is our today's topic? Acceleration. Acceleration means first thing that you must remember. Take it in your mind. What is that? That is, acceleration doesn't mean high speed. It does not mean high speed. High increasing the speed mean high speed. Sorry, high speed. We used to say accelerate the car. What does it mean? I will tell you. Accelerate. You know there is a little like a brake, or we can say, I don't know what we say. Like there is also a paddle-like structure of the speed and brake, and there is another accelerator. That is of speed. Of the speed we used to say it accelerator. So that accelerator increases the speed. But what do you mean by acceleration? So acceleration means change of velocity in per unit time. Change of velocity, rate of change of velocity in per unit time is nothing but acceleration. It can be done through direction. Now you'll say how? Because our velocity